Well, hi, all my LGBT and straight friends and others. So, I haven't done a video for a while. I've been out of town. And so, anyway, I'm back and celebrated a century-old birthday family member, and that was a lot of fun. So I enjoyed that, and seeing other family members we haven't seen for a long time. And so anyway, glad to be back. And while we were away, of course, this thing in Paris happened. And to be honest with you, I don't know if what happened in France is real or if it's staged, or, because we've been so red flagged here in America. Even with the Boston bombings, when you look at the pictures and you see that guy's leg blown off, it looks like his leg was already amputated, if you know what I mean. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But there's something just something stinks about it. And I can't put my finger on it. I'm not there. I don't know. And even if I'm here and something happens, I don't really have the full trust of media or government to honestly tell you that I believe what's being said or what's being done, because you got so many, rich Illuminati behind the scenes. So anyway, just be safe out there, watch your six, and that's all that you can do personally is really, if you see something funny going on, report it. That's what the New Yorkers are told to do, and I think it helps. And we have to support our men in blue. We have to support our military and those who put their lives on the line every day. And I think every life matters. It's not just, again, it's not them versus us. It's if you're an American, you're in it together, or you're not. And that's what the problem is with Muslims who are here in the United States. They don't know how to assimilate, because they won't. They will, they'll keep their own. See, the difference is that when people come here, even Mexicans, or our brothers from the South, whoever they may be, if they're from San Salvador or if they're from Colombia or any other place, they at least respect the other person, and they don't try to force their religion or their beliefs or anything on people. That if they start, up, for example, a business, a restaurant, if you will, and if you like their food, you're going to go and buy it. If you don't, you're not. So, what do the Muslims have to offer us? Not a whole lot, but just setting us back about 2,000 years. So I don't want anything to do with them. And for Obama, Obama is just, I'm sorry, he started ISIS. He is ISIS. He's a big sissy, girly man, okay? He really is. And he doesn't get it. He's not, he has not been really ever an American because of his upbringing. He doesn't get it. He's been fighting American ideals all of his life. That's what he's been trained to do. So, us idiots who voted for him, and, I'm including myself because of the fact that, who knows who voted for who, okay? So, we all, I think, who did vote for him wanted to see more equality. And I think that, if anything, that was the big push. And also to see maybe some more great things happening for America. I already saw it happening before Obama was made president. I think it was a lot better. And black people aren't stupid. They know when they're being taken for a ride. And so they're going to milk this all the way. They're going to use every advantage they can to get the entitlements they think they deserve. And that's just not just black people. That's anyone who wants to do less, okay? And then just, just get whatever entitlements, whatever money, whatever they can do to milk off, the tit of America. And that's not helping anyone. And a question I have for Governor Brown is, really, what benefit does it do for us to allow these refugees in? When we know there's Trojan horses, we know that they're refugees. I mean, look at, if you're going to look at the Boston bombers, if it's real, okay? These kids were from Chechnya. They were refugees. Other bombers that have caused problem here in America, in Boston, in New York, and so forth, have been refugees. So here we are in California with no water. I just took a drive, as I said, all the way up. Well, I didn't say this, but I took a drive all the way almost up to the northern border of California and Oregon. And all along the way, I never saw so much frickin' smog between, I'd say, going over the Grapevine up to Tracy. Smog, okay? And we're talking about weather problems, and here's all this smog. It was horrible. I was hacking up a lung for 2 days. Anyway, so then you have, water shortage in California, and farmers screaming about water. And of course, here in Southern California, they're screaming about the water. We have no jobs for people. We've got gangs and crime. I mean, there was a lot of people who were coming up from the South who were gang members, okay? And they're just crossing the border like nobody's business. We don't know who these people. We have 12 million people in the United States, and we don't know who they are. We can't even vet them. So he wants to let more refugees in. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's so stupid. Really, I want to just smack Obama silly. I just cannot wait till he is not our president anymore. And really, if there was a way to impeach him or get him out of office, I would suggest that Congress do it. We can't really wait for a commander-in-chief. I mean, I'm rooting for Putin, and I think that the French president has more, cojones than our own president. I never thought I'd ever say that. Ever! Granted, I am a Christian. I'm supposed to be loving to, all people. But we're at war. And when you're at war, it's different. They are the enemy. And, excuse me, but being a Christian and fighting Muslims, Jesus loves those people too, okay? He wants them to come to know Christ. And many Muslims have. You can just, not Google, you can go on YouTube and you can hear a witness account of Muslims coming to Christ, Jews coming to Christ, and so forth, which is a beautiful thing. And I know that the Lord wants us to love each other and to treat our neighbor as ourselves, but we're at war, okay? And these people, Muslims, have a mindset that if you read any of their statements of Sharia law, for example, you would know immediately that there's no way that we can accept them in their religion here in the United States. It's appalling what they say, and their Quran is a radical Muslim Quran is the same as a Muslim Quran. There's no difference, okay? It doesn't say one thing and one thing. They just interpret it incorrectly, and some radical young men who had been made radical were saved, very few, one or two, by a decent person who was a Muslim himself and a cleric, and was able to teach them the right thing that the Quran says, rather than cherry pick, which a lot of Christians do, cherry pick verses and make a stand on that when they don't do the correct exegesis of the Bible. and so therefore they don't know what they're talking about, and then they misinterpret. So anyway, I'm just ranting this morning because I just am fed up with the way that Obama is running this administration and what he says. And then he has the nerve to tell Europe that they're not assimilating their Muslims, well, that they're doing a bad job. And I'm like, oh, and so that's why they're supposedly, bombing Paris. No, it is because of their belief system. And gosh, it just, people are just dumb as a sack of rocks. I'm telling you, just really, people are just dumb. Anyway, just my thoughts for today. I just, wanted to put that out there. Leave me a comment if you agree or, want to talk about something else or whatever. But this is just something I needed to get off my chest and share with you today. It just, these people have a different agenda than we can even imagine. They do not want America to live. They've already declared war on us, and they are deranged. They are demonized. They are demon possessed. They are sick individuals, and we cannot allow them to be here in America. All right, that's my vetting for today. Okay. Hopefully I didn't go over my time. I can't really see what those small numbers here without my regular glasses on. But anyway, so that's that. And then the other thing, as far as the church thing goes, that the ministers thing that I was doing, I'm just kind of taking a step back from that and just allowing the Lord to do the work that he needs to do in people's hearts, and letting him water, where I end, that's where he begins. And so I'm just kind of just waiting to see what happens with that, and just just resting from it. So that's what's going on with that. I'll be probably talking about different topics and maybe doing a little bit more music. So anyway, that's all I have to say for today. Enjoy your day. Okay, bye-bye.